My vegan roommate kept insulting me for eating meat, so I bought carnivorous plants and placed them next to hers. I've lived with my roommate Sienna for about 8 months now. When we first moved in together, everything seemed fine. She mentioned she was vegan during our initial meeting, and I said cool, no problem. I'm not vegan myself, but I respect people's choices. I figured we'd coexist peacefully like normal adults. That lasted about 3 weeks. It started small, little comments here and there. Cooking bacon one morning, she walked past and muttered, "Smells like death in here." I laughed it off, thinking she was joking. She wasn't. When I'd come home with groceries, she'd peer into my bags and sigh dramatically. More corpses, I see. I tried ignoring it, but the comments got worse. She started leaving PETA pamphlets on my desk, graphic ones, photos of slaughterhouses with captions like, "This is what you support." I asked her to stop. She said she was just trying to educate me. One night, I made chicken parmesan for dinner. Sienna sat on the couch, facing away from the kitchen, covering her nose with her scarf. "I can't believe you're okay with this. You know chickens are intelligent creatures, right? They have feelings." "Sienna, I'm just making dinner." "You're making a murder victim into dinner," she shot back. I started eating in my room just to avoid the lectures, but that wasn't enough for her. She'd knock on my door during meals. "Just so you know, the smell is seeping out. It's triggering." I apologized and bought an air purifier. She said it wasn't about the smell, it was about my moral failing. The breaking point came during a dinner party I hosted for some work friends. I'd made lasagna, nothing fancy, just regular meat lasagna. Sienna came home early, saw my friends eating, and decided to give an impromptu presentation on factory farming. She pulled up videos on her laptop. My colleagues were horrified, but not by the videos, by her behavior. One of them politely excused himself. Another whispered to me, "Is she okay?" After everyone left, I confronted her. "That was completely out of line. Someone had to tell them the truth," she said, arms crossed. "You certainly weren't going to. It's my apartment too. I'm allowed to eat what I want and have guests over without you ambushing them." She rolled her eyes. "Your choices have victims. My plants don't hurt anyone." Her plants. Sienna had turned our living room into a jungle. Pothos, snake plants, succulents, and ferns everywhere. She talked to them, misted them daily, and frequently reminded me how morally superior plants were to enslaved animals. I actually liked the plants. They made the place look nice, but her constant virtue signaling about them was exhausting. That's when inspiration struck. I went to a specialty nursery and bought 3 carnivorous plants: a Venus flytrap, a pitcher plant, and a sundew. Beautiful, fascinating plants that happen to eat insects. I placed them on the shelf right next to Sienna's prized fiddle leaf fig. When she got home, she didn't notice at first. But the next morning, I was sitting on the couch when I heard her gasp. "What are those?" "My new plants," I said casually. "Aren't they cool?" "That one's a Venus flytrap." Her face went pale. "Those are carnivorous plants." "Yep, they eat flies and other bugs. Nature's little predators. You can't keep those here." "Why not? They're plants." "I thought you loved plants. You always say plants don't hurt anyone." "These are different. They kill things." I smiled. "So, do you have a problem with carnivores in general or just me?" Sienna sputtered, trying to find a comeback. "It's not the same, isn't it though? They're living creatures consuming other living creatures to survive, just like me. Except my dinner doesn't have a cute little mouth that snaps shut." She stared at the plants, then at me, her whole moral framework visibly crumbling. For the first time in months, she had nothing to say. The plants are thriving. And Sienna? She's been remarkably quiet about my diet ever since.